Oh, it's disgusting.
Ah, good old electronics. Some people call it retro stuff, but some things in retro are a little inconvenient. For example, old cables and ports, for the most part when they are pushed into new devices. But there is a special place in hell for those who put into the new stuff. Mini USB. Exactly. Here we have a nice example. It is a 2023 black Blue Yeti microphone which I bought on my local market for $30. It has one problem. It doesn't work. But why? Because it is almost a brand new microphone with a port from 2000 and it hadn't changed since its premiere in 2009. As you can see, mini USB port which I'm talking about in this model is completely destroyed. God bless this poor microphone. Time for desecration of this corpse. I thought that it would be an easy disassembly. Knobs were so tightly placed that I accidentally dented and scratched them. Pliers were useless. Even with groove joint ones, it took me half an hour when I finally got good grip. So don't be like me and get some fat piece of rubber to not damage these soft plastic knobs. On the bottom of the microphone there were under sticker 2 Phillips screws and one under the rubber circle. And finally I was able to see insides. I could inspect damage a little closer and thankfully mini USB port took all of the ripping force and PCB board was intact. And if it comes to the port, it looked shabby at best. Yeti consists of 2 boards. I unscrewed one that I wanted to work with. A little suspicious thing that I noticed was that one of the 4 screws was already a little bit stripped. So I started desoldering. I ordered on AliExpress very popular USB-C boards. When they arrived, at first I tested them and checked how they behave. For the USB-A to USB-C cable, there was no surprises. 5.2 volts on the both sides. For the USB-C to USB-C cable, I received 0 volts. USB-C interface for this type of connection needs 5.1k ohm resistor. I found on my old aftermarket PS2 gamepad a 5.4k ohm resistors. They are alright and fit in the USB-C specifications. What is it? Why 0 volts on the second side? This is where all the fun begins. These PCBs, probably the most popular for this type of projects on the internet, are crap. We all know that USB-C is a double-sided. Second side is a mirror of the first one. We are interested in pin CC1 and CC2. They are responsible for permission to start USB PD connection, so USB-C to USB-C. For this task they use one resistor for each side. I have already soldered first resistor. Where is the place for the second? Nowhere. Designers of this board made that pin CC1 and CC2 are both connected with a wish that they will work on the both sides. What a joke! What should we do now? According to the Stack Exchange and Reddit users, we need to do 2 more things. First, I needed to break a path between these 2 pins. With an X-Acto knife, I sliced the continuity. For the second, I needed to solder on these exact 2 pins second resistor. Here is my first iteration and the second, a small scale production one. It works! Then I soldered corresponding cables to the USB-C port and the microphone board.
Jest czerwone. Uwaga. Pojawił się. Dobra. Halo, halo? Czy nas słyszycie?
Test mikrofonu. Zobaczmy, jak to działa. Czy jest głośno, czy jest cicho i czy nie ma przesterów. I jeszcze test z drugiej strony, czy wszystko działa jak należy.
I had no idea how to secure this port in place, so I used hot glue. I also had to file a little bit of the porthole to fit nicely a new port. And of course I recorded whole video with this microphone. And how good is compared to the Blue Yeti old reliable Samsung Go mic? Past icon of the budget microphones.
Wlazł kotek na płotek i mruga. Wlazł kotek na płotek i mruga.
It sounds good, but I'm going to sell it anyways. It is all for today. For low price, now I have a very nice looking and good sounding microphone. By this modification I give it some freshness and more versatility in USB-C age. But when it comes to the USB-C modifications, it is only the beginning.